Moved on. I wish them well.
Which they did. They were crushed in the first half. New York scored 72 points in that first half. The Wizards came back and beat them. It was the largest comeback in the NBA this season.
Markeith right there with a nice jump shot. Kind of started off slow last game. Let's see if he can get off to a quick start, and hopefully that second half of the Nuggets game.
Pretty shot. 6 per game. But the Wizards throw it away. Pass a little in front of Gortat. The Euro step the other way, and Hardaway scores.
Now, we talked about this being a trap game. As you see Bradley Beal with the dunk right there. You do not want to give a team like the New York Knicks any.
Continues to do NCAA games for the tournament. Chris Miller, our NBC Sports Washington crew, as Beasley shoots and scores. How did he get that one to go in?
Playing bad pick and roll defense throughout the league, especially their bigs.
Kanter drives, he'll go with a hook shot, and he scores at the buzzer. Knicks lead it by 4.
Lack of urgency in the last couple of games against San Antonio and in the game against Denver. And he said a lot of it really had to do with missing shots. The Wizards have missed after Keith hit that shot and he started.
Or losing games, what seed they want. All you can control is the game that's in front of you. And that's the mindset you want to go in. Now, whenever
Beal for Sato. He drives, kicks it out. And now Mike Scott connects on a 3 as he came off the bench. Give this Wizards team a little bit of a boost, and they have taken the lead by 3. This is per game. Great pass, but it's knocked away on a pretty play by Burke. Now he goes the other way with a terrific pass to Hardaway. Wow. Of course, Dick Motta was there, Bob Ferry, Bernie Bickerstaff, assistant coach on the team. Here's Kelly Oubre. Showtime jam.
Well, Buck, who picked up that tab?
Not me. Say the one guy who I failed to mention was Frank Herzog, who was the radio play-by-play announcer of the team. Here's Mahinmi, who gets loose inside, commemorating the 40-year anniversary. And here's a nifty jam by young Kelly Oubre Jr., championship team with the Bullets. And Oubre misses both free throws.
North Carolina guy.
Yes, he is. And that is the end of the first quarter. So,
I'll tell you what, you aged well.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
I would say that.
All right, here are the New York Knicks. Troy Williams knocking that one down, and they have regained the lead by 1 a minute into this second quarter. Ramon Sessions drives and scores. That's what he does. He's able to get to the rim. Played for the Knicks in the Summer League team. And they get the steal with Moutier. Challenged at the other end, and they score. And Scott Brooks not happy.
Golden State won one. You have
Chicago,
a couple,
obviously.
Chicago, and us here in Washington, Houston, basically named the teams who have won championship. New York, but there's not a lot of teams who have won NBA championships. So for us to achieve that,
be the piece to the puzzle that came to this team to get that thing over the hump, that right?
Hey, it's always my pleasure because I love DC and love the Wizards and love the organization.
Okay. Well, so great to have you here. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure, guys.
They're in and what the goal is for the season. So I think the second half they're going to really have to focus on, especially the third quarter.
But in the same vein, they weren't in that first half either as Beasley flips it in. In that game, New York shot 64.5% in the first half and led by 21, but the Wizards...
A good addition to the team via the Carmelo Anthony trade from Oklahoma City, and I just think they have the right pieces, the New York Knicks. They just don't...
Pulls it down, and now Otto, his pass is picked off by Hardaway. Knicks up 48-39. Porter launches a 3 and connects.
Good thing that went in because we needed that bad.
Area, now low post for Porter. Otto spins, met by Kanter. Great pass to Gortat. Baseline, wide open shot, nothing but net. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 39 in their loss to Minnesota.
It got to the point where in pick and roll coverage with March, he passed it to March. The ball was right there, and like you could see March kind of like, oh, man, that pass came quickly. So guys are going to have to
stay. 119-98. Canner gets them both.
I mean, Marquise might not have anybody to throw the ball to.
He's heaving it down court. Gortat has it. Gives it up to Porter, and it will not count. That's the end of the first half. Steve Buckhantz, Drew Gooden in for Kara Lawson. Chris Miller as well, and the Knicks open up. Trey Burke, the former Wizard, to Nilikina, who drives past Markieff Morris and scores.
A little bit of everything. We were out of rhythm. Got to get our confidence back really on both ends of the floor.
That's one way to get it back. Here's off-balance Gortat, tipped up and in by Porter. And a Pacer win would put them 2 games up on the Wizards. Miami came in a game and a half.
I mean, these guys are shooting lights out tonight.
Here's Beal again on a step back. Bradley knocks it down.
Or Duke, Kansas. That's tough for me. And I went to Kansas.
For Porter. Tough defense. Better shot.
Man, my second year in the NBA and winning a championship. Now, I remember when we beat yours, we know that it may not last forever. In fact, we know it won't last forever. So
Cornette. Moutier with a nice fake, drives to the basket and lays it in. Emmanuel Moutier was acquired from Denver. Beal kicks it out. Smith didn't get it off in time, and that's the end of the third quarter. Here's Jason Smith, who knocks down a jumper. Satoransky, he'll take the jumper. It's off the iron.
Good screen by Jason Smith.
Cornette down court and a great pass. He converts it to 2 and a timeout taken by Washington.
For other teams to do this, and I think it gives former players that's never forgotten and are still very appreciative of the championship that we won 40 years ago.
We will never forget it, and we appreciate what you do every year with this organization.
Ones that were, he knows what that's all about. And by including all of these players and bringing guys back.
On a non-playoff team.
Alley-oop knocked away on a heads-up play by Courtney Lee. And Burke the other way scores. Trey Burke. Otto for Satoransky. Back to Porter. Beal for 3. Good! And the Wizards have tied the game at 88. Jeff Hornacek, timeout, New York. Beasley gets the rebound. He's in the lane a long time. Here's Courtney Lee, who takes the open jumper and hits. Beal waiting. Porter drives baseline. Morris in the paint. Beautiful pass. A good look by Otto Porter. Again, we're tied at 90. Courtney Lee in the paint for the floater that goes. Courtney Lee in his 10th trouble. Finds Oubre for 3. That's no good. Here's Lee with Beasley. Back to Beasley for the flush. Timeout, Washington. Now he goes up off the glass. Wouldn't fall. Oubre's there. Score the field goal. He'll go to the line. He's had a couple of major putbacks. Low post to Morris. Keefe in the paint with a fading jumper. Good! And Washington takes the lead by 1. Thing away. Beal double team. Beal spinning in the paint. Tough shot, wouldn't go. Gortat tipped it up, couldn't get it to go in. Rebound, New York. And timeout. New York has 2. And they're going to have to foul. And they're trying to foul, but no call. Lee down court. And they foul Lee.
Why shooting a long distance heave?
Well, it's academic. That's going to be it. The Washington Wizards have lost their 3rd straight game. This one in disappointing fashion as they fall to